One of the questions that we get a lot when we're talking to sellers that are about to list their home on the market is, should we paint on the on the inside? And like with everything else in real estate, when we get questions about how the transaction goes, like, well, it depends. But let's talk about paint real quick. So if your house is, pretty much neutral colors, whether that's like some kind of off-white or a neutral gray, a neutral beige, some of those most popular colors, right now, then no. I mean, maybe some touching up. If there's a particular wall that needs some, needs a fresh coat, fine. But if you have certain choices in your home that you've got, let's call them loud, let's call them bold, let's call them dark, just something that you enjoy, that's going to be a special buyer that has matched up to that taste. Okay, so should you paint all that and turn the house into neutrals? It might make a difference. And here's the example that I'm going to use. When we're shopping with buyers and we walk into a house that has some of those colorful choices on the walls, more often than not, what we hear from the buyer is, I'm gonna have to paint before we even move in, because those aren't choices that they would have made. They might be great choices and it might look great, but they don't like that blue, they don't like that green, they don't like that brown, they don't like that black, so they're thinking, I'm gonna have to paint the whole place before I even move in or right after I move in. And to them, it's a hassle. And a lot of buyers these days, they want move-in ready homes, okay? So you might be thinking, well, if I go and paint the whole place to make it more appealing to sell, they're gonna paint right after they move. It's like, why should I paint it ahead of time? It might make the difference. If they have your house narrowed down to one of their top 2 or 3 choices, they might literally look at another house that's a little bit less hassle to get into than the one with all those bold colors. So should you paint? It depends. We always talk about that when we go to a listing appointment, and we'll always give you our honest opinion. But neutrals are always a good choice.